fire, air, water, earth. You've heard the stories of avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who seek to maintain the balance and harmony in the world, and those who seek to upset it. How will these stories unfold, and what heroes will rise to the occasion? Hi everyone, welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. I am once again your GM Josh. I am joined by my friends Megan, Kiara, and Morgan. This time we're missing Oz. So Taloroq will be missing from this episode, unfortunately. At some point we'll have everyone together in the same room again. We're all separately. Last time our heroes were able to find out where the Fanged Mercenaries were, and they met up with, not really met up because they didn't plan to, but they met Hana and Li Fang, who are the two leaders of the Fanged Mercenaries. They also met up with Tan and his firebending group. Our good friend Karma very heroically was able to stop a skirmish between the Fanged Mercenaries, between the firebenders and the anti-corruption task force. And Taloroq attempted to infiltrate the Fanged Mercenaries and failed. Karma also attempted to infiltrate the Fanged Mercenaries and failed. And, you know, Avani had some really good soup that made everyone sick for a day. And if you're wondering where Aya's been, if you haven't been paying attention, or if this is like your first session tuning in, the other three, Taloroq, Karma, and Avani, have been causing a lot of property damage. They've assaulted a few guards. They've been kind of making random chaos around. So I've just decided that Aya has been off trying to mediate the Earth King into not throwing them out of Ba Sing Se the whole time. So she's missed out on some things, but it's the morning after everyone's been sick, and Aya hasn't had to, you know, talk to anyone because no one was able to do anything. You all wake up, and sitting in the sort of common area on the table where like you would drink tea, eat food, whatever, is a little note from Taloroq that says, sorry, I decided to go find a friend. And then it's signed Taloroq, and Taloroq isn't there right now. It is the morning, so that's the note that you find. You do know that the Fanged Mercenaries have sort of vacated some of their normal hideouts. You also know where Meng Yao has been staying, although Aya knows none of this. She just knows you've been causing a lot of problems.
Well, let's inform Aya.
But what I said is not important, so let's just move on.
Well, someone has to fill in Aya, so.
Well, I do. I sit Aya down and I fill her in on what's been happening in traditional Karma fashion. It may not be coherent all the way through, but you'll understand.
So, what are the details that Karma gives to Aya?
Like just the highlights.
No. Karma doesn't really know 100% what's happening, so we know that Taloroq has done some stuff and is not with us. I don't know what else other than that to tell you, because the rest of it is mostly Taloroq beating up guards and doing all that fun stuff.
Like assault?
Not necessarily assault. It was for a good cause.
Can I try and get Karma's attention and say that let's do a reenactment of
You want both of you roll with creativity?
oh God.
I got a 7.
7. Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. Karma, your performance, it's not great, but like it gets the general idea across. You stumble a few times, but like Avani, masterpiece, absolute like theater, full production sort of value. You use your earthbending to like create sets and such, like little miniature sets in the house as you reenact everything that's been happening. From Taloroq refinding Jin and the whole sort of romance happening there, to the weird plans that Taloroq gave, to Karma not paying attention to any of the plans and just kind of flying around, to Avani's running across the rooftops and running into Ambassador Quinn, also who Ambassador Quinn is, to the Tan and the Firebenders, the whole skirmish with the Fanged Mercenaries and everything like that.
Can I also add the time that I was a dumbass and I built the wall?
Oh yeah, no, you heard about the wall incident and you had no idea, you had no clue when you were defending the actions to the Earth King about what happened with the property damage. But now you have context for everything of like why a guard was assaulted, why a house was destroyed, why they were obstructing an investigation. Yeah, all I has really been hearing is that like since you came to town, this has happened, this has happened, and this has happened. And I has just been like,
That's a lot. Are y'all okay?
Take your figure.
Yes. Would you
Yeah. The hesitation is worrying a little bit, but we'll roll with it.
Right.
Okay. So we see the note.
Yeah, so you see the note that says that Taloroq had left early to go find an old friend, which is most likely Jin, and that they wouldn't be there for however long as it takes for them to be able to like repair whatever damage they did to the relationship they were trying to establish.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Ahanu is there though. Ahanu is just like in the house, kind of like playing this really weird game of tag with Sweetie, who is just kind of sitting in an area of the room, and like Ahanu is like tapping Sweetie's paw and then like running off. But because Sweetie's so big, Sweetie can't move in the house too much. So it's just like one really lazy paw reach out, and then Ahanu runs over, tags himself, and then Sweetie retracts the paw, and Ahanu then it has to go tag Sweetie again, and just this really slow, weird game of tag.
Nothing else matters, only that. Everything. Okay. Did we? I guess. Hold on.
I'm gonna say it's been maybe a week now since the kids originally went missing. Oh yeah,
Right.
I have also now been filled in on the fact that Ambassador Quinn's 2 children have gone missing, and that's what most of the tension has been about, and that's why you were obstructing an investigation.
Right. To find the kids or to keep them missing?
No, to try and find the kids.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if the kids like ran away for a good reason and we're like trying to keep them hidden, but that makes sense. Finding them is better.
Well,
Like, do we have anything to go off of if we're trying to help find the kids?
yeah.
I think so.
Well,
Well, I mean, last session you all found information on the Fanged Mercenaries. You met the two leaders. You know, Tan and the Firebenders. You know, Yong and the Anti-Corruption Task Force. You know where Meng Yao is. It's pretty much your choice onto where you want to like re-pick up the investigation, since you did lose a day being sick. And you do know though that they've vacated some of the spots that you did know where the Fanged Mercenaries originally were. So like the lumber yard is no longer an option. It's been cleared out. Taloroq already looked.
Okay.
so is there any other place that they could possibly be, or we don't know that?
You don't have enough information to know like exactly where they would be, but you can take general ideas. Like there might be someone who you've already met who might have extra information as to where they were or where they could be now. Or Meng Yao is always a good option, as she's also doing her own investigation.
I was gonna say I'll go see Ming now to see if what she has. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This-
Good idea.
All right.
Or wait, do we have to like leave food out for Ohano? Like what does Ohano eat? Do we know what Ohano eats, or does like
Taloroq's been like exclusively feeding Ahanu by
Do
themselves.
we just leave some food on the ground and Ohano can get it, right?
I want to leave a cabbage. I feel like I have a cabbage from the cabbage man still, and I'm just gonna leave it on the floor.
Ohano can eat that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, you have enough food. I mean, it's not gonna last like you're definitely gonna have to go grocery shopping at some point. But like you have enough food to like last two-ish days, and it's in and like Ahanu and Sweetie can get to it themselves if they need to.
Okay, good. So we can
Cool.
also like be gone for max 2 days.
Yeah, this food's not gonna last too terribly long, but it should be fine for 2 days.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All
That
right.
would suck if Taloroq came back and there's no more.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
They're like, what happened? You'll laugh. That's what happened. Anyway. All right. So you head off to Meng Yao's hideout. It is yet again in the very like seedy, rundown area of the lower ring of Ba Sing Se. Meng Yao does happen to be home at this time. She's kind of resting. There's no. She doesn't answer when you knock on the door, so you just sort of walk in on your own, and you can see her sort of in a corner. She's like sleep standing, like she's leaning up against the corner of the room with like a little hat down in front of her, and she is just sleeping while standing up.
I go. Go ahead. Sorry. Go.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I want to do one of those like shoulder tap things where I tap on her shoulder and then like retract back really quickly and try to hide.
Okay, you go to tap her on the shoulder, and as you're retracting your hand as fast as you can, hers comes up and grabs yours.
Oh,
And sort of a start, what's going on? And then she lifts the hat up off her face and realizes who is standing in front of her. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, force a habit. What
you
what
have-
what are you all doing here?
Yeah, we came to ask if you had any leads or like what you had found so far.
On the Fanged Mercenaries and the children?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, ever since you all sort of disrupted their hideouts, there hasn't been too much activity, but I did see something I thought was strange. There they moved a pretty big sort of case from one of their hideouts to somewhere. I couldn't follow them too well. They took a lot of side streets and I lost them at one point. But they moved a pretty big case. I haven't heard much from Hana or Li Fang, and they've kind of been laying low. The Anti-Corruption Task Force, though, has pretty much rooted out most of the other Dao Fei in the area.
Mm.
And you have no idea where they could have gone with said case?
Well, let's see if I remember correctly. They probably were going to either Lung Kao's Lucky Pocket or the or maybe Gon's Noodle Shop. Although they haven't really, there hasn't been a lot of activity at Gon's Noodle Shop lately. Something
I'm
about
not going.
something about bad food.
Oh.
Yes. Let's all go check out that other place, not the noodle shop, because it's horrible.
Yeah, let's not go
Yeah.
to the shop.
I'm good with avoiding that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good plan.
All right. So you all just head off to Lung Kao's Lucky Pocket. It's sort of like a underground market. It's the black market sort of area. It's still in the lower ring. It's not terribly far away from Mengyao is. You get there, and you just see a bunch of different stalls and a bunch of people who definitely look like they're part of some sort of Dao Fei. They're not necessarily part of the Fanged Mercenaries, but they are in some sort of organization for sure, and they're all just sort of trading stuff or doing whatever.
Did Ming Yao come with us, or is she still at her place?
She has gone back to sleep because she's only been searching at night to avoid most detection.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about like tailing them, but like far enough back that we don't get caught?
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
What are we wearing, Josh?
Pretty much. I don't believe any of you have ever changed your clothes. So Karma's still in the air nomad robes. Avani is still in her like really beat up. Oh wait, I think. No, you did you get to change your clothes at one point because of the sewer water?
I mean, no, I just tried washing them.
Oh yeah, okay. So
drying
it's
them.
like really old, beat up, raggedy sort of Earth Kingdom clothes, and you still have your not as bad looking, but like slightly worn, used Earth Kingdom clothes as well.
All right.
I
So I feel like two of us stick out in this group, and it ain't me. So before, like, I feel like one of us should like keep an eye on them, and the other two should go get clothes while we're tailing these people, so that like,
I agree.
I feel like we're gonna get caught. I love you both, but like we're gonna get caught.
Aren't we, like also presumed dead?
Yeah, and they probably definitely know about like one of us is probably an air nomad.
That's right, because Taloroq was supposed to have killed the two of you.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be dead, so we should definitely change clothes.
Yeah.
you're right. Okay.
Right. How do you want to go about changing clothes? Do you want to like go to a shop and buy new ones, or do you want to steal some?
We have currency, right?
You do. You each have some gold still from the sack that the princess gave you.
Do you know how much that was?
I've just made an indescript stack, so at the moment it can pay for quite a lot.
Okay, so we'll just buy it because well, maybe we shouldn't though, because we don't know who's out there who's part of the bad people. So
Right. So, Josh,
Yeah.
would I know, like, do Earth Kingdom people like hang things on clotheslines?
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, you can even see like because this is the lower ring of bossing, say they don't have like fancy washing or anything. There's just clothesline. If you go to like where apartment buildings are and stuff like that, there's clothesline after clothesline of just clothes being dried or just hung up there.
so what if we like only commit one crime at a time, and like maybe we use like air to like pull the clothes out, so we don't like technically break and enter somebody's backyard, but like we can still get their clothes. Can you do that?
try to do that.
I feel like keeping crime to a minimum would help our case in general.
That's fair.
So you duck off to the side a bit, so you're not going straight to the lucky pocket, and you find some apartment buildings that have the clotheslines, and it's still sort of morning headed to noon, so people have been putting up clothes. Some of them have been there since overnight. They aren't there aren't really like a lot of getting clothes off the line to fold and like put away here. It's pretty much once you put it on the line, it stays there until you use it.
Mm-hmm.
So these clothes have either been there for a little bit or they're just freshly washed. Karma, please roll with focus to rely on your skills and training. See if you can just do some gentle breeze airbending to get these off.
I got a 12.
12? Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's like a night you create like this nice little breeze that wouldn't be suspicious at all, and you grab clothes that fit both you and Avani, that aren't like super high class clothes that like would let you stick out. They look more similar to like what Aya is wearing. So the three of you can easily blend in. How do you plan on? I just realized, Karma, how do you plan on covering up like your tattoos?
Oh,
My good question.
is there a cat nearby? Like, could
Yeah, you could
like
you could choose to use a hat, a headband, gloves for your hands. Your choice.
Karma has a lot of hair, so I want to do a combination of using her hair and
Your hair and a hat.
yeah, to cover as much as possible.
Okay. Describe how that would work, because to
No, it's down and really long, so I guess putting it up more and then putting that.
But what about your neck? Maybe down a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be like a kind of like a ponytail, but a little more of an updo that hides the neck, and then the hat.
Okay.
I was gonna say you
And
could
then
do like a
gloves
half up, half
cover up.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. After you get the clothes and hide the tattoos and everything, Karma looks almost absolutely unrecognizable. Avani, since there's no real change, if you look close enough, you could probably tell the difference. But other than that, it new clothes, no one's gonna real notice, and then no one's really seen Aya since she's been off dealing with the Earth King.
Can I? Do we? Am I carrying anything to carry my old clothes to put it into something?
I mean, yeah, you still have like the bags or satchel or whatever you had before to carry stuff with.
I want to shove my clothes in there.
Okay.
Same. I'm gonna put my clothes in Ivani's bag.
First thing, taking my bag.
First the money.
We're just like quietly shoving her clothes into the satchel.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Thanks, Ivani.
All right. You head off to the Lucky Pocket. You blend in. You blend in pretty easily. There's no issues. And you can see that there are people selling stuff. There are really shady characters about as well. You can't really see anyone that you would recognize from your interactions with the Fanged Mercenaries, but you do hear a lot of like little gossip about how the Fanged Mercenaries have sort of closed down some locations, or like they've changed some deals, or just sort of like random little things. You don't hear anything about children though. You don't hear anything strange like that.
Josh, is there any like back room or like upstairs room?
This is outside on the street.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Is it the front of the building, right?
It's all along like this sort of like alleyway cul-de-sac thing with stalls everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we go spy on some people? Is there any like conversations going on that could catch our interest?
Yes. You after walking for a little bit, you see that there is a stall with a bunch of cabbages on it. And you are here. You're standing next to it, listening to them haggling price and such. And then the stall next to it, which has like some weapons and such on it, you can hear the two people who are at that stall talking together about about getting revenge on Li Fang and Li Fang and Hana, and like as they're talking about like how those two suck and how it would be great to get like revenge, you can see one guy kind of walk up and say like, "Hey, you talking bad about the leaders of the Fanged Mercenaries?" And he just starts pummeling them.
Oh.
Okay.
So there's two people just fighting?
There's one person fighting two people, and those two people are losing to the one person.
Amazing. Can I go cheer them on?
I mean, yeah, you're standing like right next to them. The stalls are right next to each other. Yeah, you're just kind of watching it happen.
Yeah. I don't know who you are, but you're great. You do your thing.
He pauses from like punching one of them in the face, like, "Hey, you a fan? You want to join the Fanged Mercenaries? You with the Fanged Mercenaries?"
I don't know.
we know.
Are you recruiting?
Well, the rumor has it we had a spy in our midst, but yeah, we're looking for some new runners.
Is this an initiation? What's happening here?
Oh no, I just don't like anyone who talks bad about our group.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Okay. What'd they say bad about your group?
Yeah. As he's like, what? Oh, well, actually, hold on. I just heard the names, and then like something about how they suck. Hold on. Hey, man. Hey, what were you saying? And dude's fully passed out, lost a few teeth, just like.
I think you got him actually. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. You know, a little stressful these days. Li Fang and Hana haven't been really talking to a lot of us underlings, as they call us, about things. So I'm a little stressed. You know, job security is very important.
You know, sir, we know someone who could definitely talk to you about this thing called unions.
About what?
About this thing called unions. Have you ever heard of them?
Well, no. What is a union? Why?
I go into this whole entire explanation about exactly what Taloroq would say about unions.
He's just engrossed in this explanation of you. He's like, oh my god, yeah, that'd be a great idea. Oh, okay. You know what? Y'all are cool. if you ever need help or anything, or any of these people give you trouble, just shout out for for Mushi, and I'll be right there to help you.
Can I do like a cool like handshake with him? Like, yeah, sir.
He doesn't understand the concept of like cool handshake, so he like, goes for an actual
fine.
handshake, and then you just start doing whatever with your hand as he just holds it out. Right, yeah, cool. All right, and he just turns around. Hears someone else. Apparently, hears someone else say something about Li Fang and Hana, and just charges off to them.
So
Mushi.
that guy's a little unhinged. Are we sure he's a reliable source of information?
I don't think so, but
No.
I'm gonna rely on that reason. That guy was cool. Now, what's the next? What are we doing now?
Okay.
Smells interesting.
As you're thinking about that, you see coming towards the marketplace here is Yang and the anti-corruption task force.
Hide.
And you can clearly see people starting to close up shop or like get some sort of like barrier between their stuff, and like they know something's going down, so that like they're all getting prepared. Anyone who's running the stalls.
Is there anywhere to hide immediately, like close by?
Behind the stalls, but I don't think yeah, pretty much just behind the stalls.
I want to go in the cabbage stall.
I want to just like down behind somewhere.
Okay. I gets down. I'm gonna say behind like a pillar, sort of off in the corner. Ivani just dives straight behind the cabbage stall, and Karma, what do you do?
Are we near a building? Is this like?
Yeah, there's like buildings along the sides with some gaps and such.
Can I go on top of the building?
Roll to rely on skills and training.
Well, they're doing that.
I got
Is
7.
there-
7. You can get up to like into like an open window, like not way up top, but you are out off the street now.
Sweet.
If I'm behind the stall, can I still like see what the corruption task force is doing, even though I'm in that stall? Is there like a crack that I can see through or something?
I'm gonna say you can hear what's happening, but Aya and Karma would be the two who can see what's happening.
Okay, I'll be the eyes.
I guess on default ears.
All right. So they come in. You can see the immediately the first few stalls. It's like 10 of them. Immediately just start going boo, boo as Yang and the anti-corruption task force start walking through. And a man who he's like really big, muscular. He looks like he's been in a good number of fights. Walks up to Yang and you can hear him talking to him. I told you there ain't no Dao Fei working here. Besides, you can't take anyone without proper warning cause. Yes, well, I know that there are Dao Fei who are operating here. Yeah, well, you can't just come in here without some sort of notice from the Earth King. And besides, we had a deal. You were here yesterday, and so you were supposed to come back next week. All right, well, what if you know what? I'll leave, but I need to take then he points, and Young points over to some sort of to one of the stalls. I need to take him in for questioning. I'm sorry, but that's not gonna happen. And you can see 2 or 3 of the people sort of make like a wall between Yong and the person he was pointing at. Look, I don't want any trouble, but they're good. Then get out of here. You see Yong takes like a huge inhale. He lets it out and goes, "Fine. I'll be back next time." "Yeah, bring an army next time." Yong and the task force leave.
What happens after the guy's gone? After the task force is gone?
Pretty much everyone just goes back to what they were doing originally.
Is anybody whispering about it that we can see? Like if I was
No, for what you can tell, this is just sort of like a normal thing that happens.
huh. Where does that guy talking to the task force go?
He sort of goes off to a sort of like a chair that he's set up in the middle of the whole area, and just kind of like sits down, and he takes like a cup of tea, and he just starts drinking it. He's sort of scanning the area, watching it, what everyone's doing.
All right. Are Karma and Avani like nearby? To
Uh,
me,
yeah, at this point you've all figured out that you can come out of your hiding places, and you're back to where you were by the cabbage stall.
all right, do we know who that guy is? With the tea that was talking to the task force? He seems like he's in charge, right? At least somewhat. Got like a weird like king thing going on.
The guy behind who's at the cabbage stall selling speaks up. "Oh yeah, him? Oh, he's great. He calls himself the Warren. He just kind of makes sure that all the shady deals that go down, it's all on fair business, free market area, but we need someone to monitor it. And he handles when the anti-corruption task force comes in."
Oh, thank you. You're so smart. Who's he work for?
Oh, he just kind of works for himself. Yeah, but he knows everything that goes on around here.
There's nobody above him?
Not that I know of. The Earth King, I guess, but like the Earth King doesn't come down here.
Okay. He doesn't work for like the Fanged Mercenaries?
Oh man. Yeah, see, if he worked for the Fanged Mercenaries, a bunch of us would be up in arms against him. But like he's sort of like a private individual kind of guy.
Okay, we're new here. So we appreciate.
Oh, you're new. Oh, well, you know what? I got a discount for new people. It's 10 gold for 2 cabbages.
Are you the cabbage man?
What? Oh, do people call me that just because I have cabbages? I sell other things too. I got these cool hats. He pulls up like literally paper hats that he has made by hand. I sell hats. I do other things.
Can I buy a paper hat?
Well, oh sure. It's gonna be 20 gold pieces for this cool dandy here. It's literally worth less than like it should be free. He's absolutely trying to sell it for 20.
We're not that new. We're not that new. Thank you though. Appreciate the information.
Another person walks up. "Oh, hey, hey Joan. I got regular customer. Yeah, I got you. All right, it'll be 2 gold pieces for these 2 cabbages." Yeah. And then just do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
How could you?
Do you think anybody's like away from the cabbage man? Is anyone unhinged here? Is it just like
No.
listening closely, if you can, to a few other stalls as you sort of mill around, pretty much it seems to be the same deal everywhere. If you claim to be new to this place or they don't recognize you, they're gonna upcharge you a lot. And then if they're like, "Oh, I've seen you before," it's gonna be like a regular price.
What else is there? What else are people selling?
There are some cool pots and vases in one area. There's maps there's maps in another stall. You can see a stall that for some reason has branding to it. It has a little ice rat on a water tribe coin. And they are selling sort of like high-end fabrics sort of deal to make clothes for.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what do we do? I feel like. What are you gonna say, Karma?
Would looking through the maps be useful? Maybe
Yeah, maybe.
see if we find anything that might help us with the layout of where we're at.
Ooh, yeah, because these are like
Yeah.
criminals, right? So maybe they have like criminal maps. Like puts the hand up every time it says criminal.
Yeah, they could have some criminal maps.
Whoever's gonna look at the maps to try and buy one, roll with focus.
I'm looking at the maps. We got 7.
All right. These maps are very, very much like hand drawn, and not well hand drawn. It's also like super disproportionate. Like they started with one idea of like this is how big everything should be, and then as they got further in the page, like I'm running out of room. Let me change some of these dimensions a little. And it's not helpful whatsoever. Any of these maps, unless like you already know the area. You do find one that has some sort of like X marks the spot kind of deal, but it looks like it's a treasure map and not like a criminal routes sort of map.
Okay.
What do you think, Karma?
So the maps are not helpful unless we can find someone who knows the area who might be able to interpret these criminal maps.
Oh, so they are criminal maps.
I guess.
um, hmm. Can we like just ask the map maker about them? Like, is the person running?
Sorry, what?
Is there a person running the stall that's like around?
Yeah, there's a person back there. They watched Karma peruse through the maps.
Mm.
Didn't you say there was also a weapons table?
There is a weapons table. You were standing like right next to it. It was right next to the cabbage guy.
Okay.
Ooh, do we want weapons?
No.
I don't know how to use weapons, so I don't.
Don't I? Hold on. I gotta check something.
Is everyone at their stall? Like, is there someone at every stall?
There's at least one person at every stall, and then there's at least like there are a few stalls that don't have customers, but there are people milling around all over.
But there's no like unattended stalls.
The stalls that are unattended are empty, as in someone hasn't like put stuff there yet.
Okay.
I mean, if we had something to sell, we could just use the stall, right? That'd be cool. But I don't think any of us have anything to sell.
No.
Make some money.
Make some money. You're right.
Mm-mm.
Is anyone in the area?
Dash, dash, dash. Okay.
You're gonna message me something?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Secrets.
The secret
Question.
bad.
It's a personal question relating to this, so
Keep your secrets.
Anyway, while I'm waiting for that, what do you want to do? You could talk to the Warren if you want to. You could try and talk around to the people at the stalls.
And well, the big guy.
You want to go up there?
Talk to that guy.
Oh God, Josh, is anybody talking to the Warren?
No, most people are kind of keeping their distance. For a couple of the older, middle-aged and older people who are there are sort of like waving, saying hi as if they know him or like they've seen him around.
Does it look like he has like a middleman or a dude that's like maybe under him around, or is it really just only him that looks like he's in power?
It's just him.
Fuck. Well, that's scary.
can I take a look at the map?
Yeah. Roll with focus.
Right. That's a 5 plus 2, so a 7.
7. You don't recognize the most of the layouts. You know a few landmarks that haven't changed, but the city's changed enough since you were here, and it's very much using people's names to like use identifiers for like landmarks. A lot of the maps are. And since you haven't been around in a hot second, a lot of the names you don't recognize. There's like one or two you can maybe like stumble your way through the map for the most part, but it's gonna take a lot longer than if you could actually read the map and like follow it.
Okay. Is there anyone less scary? Wait, I missed half of this conversation before, and so if you answered this already, please inform me. Is there anybody less scary to talk to?
The people running the stalls.
Great.
Let's talk
Who
to
looks like the youngest like stall person around? Like just being ageist and guessing.
Being ageist and guessing would be the person running the one with the fancy fabrics, the one with the ice rat and the coin.
Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to them.
All right, you head on over. They're sort of dealing with a few other people for a little bit, so you have a little time to like talk to each other before like the line has moved to the point to where you can talk to them.
What should we ask? What should we like? Because I feel like we don't know. I don't know. My gut says like the Warren would be able to help us, but he is scary. So, you know.
I don't know. I mean,
what information do we need to know?
yeah. I mean, we got to figure out where the Fanged Mercenaries are at.
Yes.
Yes.
That's our main question right now, right? Is like where they're.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so like we know that some of them have been. Oh, would you say, Karma?
Would anyone here know where they're located?
Probably. It seems like the groups around here know each other. Like that unhinged guy that beat up that other guy for no reason.
Yes.
Yeah. So I bet they've probably heard whispers. And I guess my gut was like the youngest person might be the most willing to say something to us versus, like, these people who have been here a long time and don't trust anybody.
Maybe
True.
we should ask them if have they heard anything like weird, different, outside the norm lately.
Yeah.
Start with that.
Probably open up with how weird that one guy is that just beat the shit out of those 2 people for no
Did you see
reason.
that? Did you see that guy
Yeah.
who beat up those other two guys? What was that about?
Right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what we should lead with. Okay.
All right.
Who's gonna talk?
I'll talk to them.
Okay.
Okay. The line clears up. You go into that. Yes. Hello. How may I help you?
I just wanted to ask, did you see that guy beat up those two people earlier?
What? Oh yeah. That happens quite a lot.
Like, why does that happen a lot?
Well,
Like,
that guy is part of the Fanged Mercenaries, or so he claims, and he's just trying to as I understand it, uh, defend the organization's reputation.
okay. Like, what do you think about them? Like, what's what do you think?
Are any
about
of you like perusing the fabrics while Karma's talking?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. The what do I think about who the Fanged Mercenaries?
Yeah, true.
Well, it's an interesting name. I mean, we don't have things like that where I'm come from, but they're pretty good customers. Like they pay and everything, and they always order some of the great stuff. In fact, just recently they bought some really fancy fabrics to make some clothes for some children.
What
What
fabric?
fabric was that? What did
Sorry.
it look like? What kind of fabric was that? What did it look like?
Oh, it was very fancy. Green and brown. Earth Kingdom tones.
Was it shiny or was it like dull or?
Oh, I think most of it was dull. There was a few shinier fabrics, but most of it was dull.
Do you have any more of it?
Let me check. And he sort of peruses around the fabrics he has, and comes out with pretty much like half a yard left of fabric. I believe this is all that they didn't buy.
Sell it for.
If you have any water tribe money, it would be about 3 gold pieces, but carry it over working through the I don't remember what it's called. The exchange rates, and to be about 5 gold pieces.
Okay. I will. Hold on, Josh. What kind of currency do I have?
You have a bunch of gold pieces from the
Okay,
Earth
can
Kingdom. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna buy what's left of the fabric.
Okay. You get handed the money. He hands you the fabric. All right, and will that be all?
Oh, yeah, just because like, we're getting a present, obviously, with this fabric for some kids, and if those kids liked it, like, it'd probably be good fabric, but, like, how big would you say, like, an average kid was? Like, maybe the kids that they saw, right? Like, what'd they look like about? Just because 'cause we're gonna make clothes,
Oh
right?
well, I wasn't actually the kids weren't actually with them. They were just talking about fabric that would be good for like soft enough for children, and they only bought enough for. They mentioned 2 kids that they were making clothes for.
Okay.
Cool. Do you happen to know where they went or which direction they went?
Oh, unfortunately not. My stall is usually very busy, and I had customers right after them.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for your time
Oh,
and for this
absolutely. Well,
lovely, beautiful fabric.
Yes, well, thank you for your business. And then he hands you a card that says Bosanme Trading Company on it, and it has the ice rad on the Water Tribe coin. We have establishments all over the world. There are some in the Fire Nation, some in the Earth Kingdom. We're trying to open up to the Air Nomads, but they aren't very profitable, and they don't really want to deal with commerce and such. But we're working on it.
I understand.
Yeah. Makes sense. Do you know, like, in general, do you sell to Fanged Mercenaries often? You know where they usually.
Oh well, I heard them mention going off to Gon's noodle shop sometimes. I heard the lumberyard mentioned a few times. They did mention something about a zoo at one point.
Oh, okay, cool. We've been meaning to check that out. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, come back anytime.
There's a zoo here?
A zoo?
Yeah, what?
I guess so. Uh,
Well, let's
That's-
go to the zoo.
I'd rather go to a zoo than talk to the scary guy. So.
we're-
All right.
Makes no sense. You'll know that he's here.
but we still need to figure out which direction or where they went.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something we should find out if those kids could potentially be the kids we're looking for.
that's probably true. Yeah, so before we go to the zoo, what, like, other things would kids need that these mercenaries would be picking up for them? Like, what would a mercenary think a kid would need? Clothes?
Well,
Toys.
do we know how old these kids are? Yeah, I was gonna say toys or like.
The oldest kid, I think I said was 8 years old, and the youngest I think was 5.
Definitely toys then.
Toys.
Does anything look like a toy shop or, like, would have anything vaguely like a toy?
There is a stall that has like a bunch of handmade dolls and on it, and then there's like what looks like really knockoff souvenir kind of things, like if you took the knockoff and then knocked those off.
Knockoff.
Yeah.
Knockoffs, okay.
Okay, is there a person running the stall?
Yeah, there's 2 people there running the stall with the dolls on them.
Continue. What were we gonna say?
Then the one with the souvenirs has like a singular person who is obviously making them as they're running the stall.
Oh.
Can we go talk to the 2 people?
Oh yep. You walk over to the doll stall, and there are 2 older women running it. And one of them is sort of like hand sewing some doll clothes. The other one is just sort of counting money as you walk up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to them and be like, "Hey, so did you see that guy fight the 2 people earlier?"
I'm sorry, what, honey?
Did you see some guy fight 2 people earlier?
They asked if we saw some guy fight 2 people earlier. What? I can't see it that well these days. Well, did you see anything? What? No, did you? No, I don't think so.
Cool.
They were talking to themselves. They haven't actually answered you, so they've just been talking to each other, and that's technically their answer, but they haven't told you that. You can hear them though.
Okay. So.
Do you guys get much business out here?
What?
Yeah, do you guys get much business out here?
Yeah.
Like selling dolls. They're really cool.
She wants to know if we get much business out here. What? She wants to know if we get business out here. Well, why else do we have the stall? What? I don't know why. Why? Because we sell dolls. Yeah. Well, when we have business, I mean, I think we would. Yeah.
Have you sold anything recently to someone who might look a certain way?
What?
Have you sold anything recently to people who look different?
Have we sold anything to people who look different? I mean, they kind of look different. Yeah, yeah. These people look a little. I haven't seen them around anymore. I know, right? Should we give them like the new the first time buyer's price?
No.
I mean, we could.
Have you sold anything to people who have had children?
What? Oh, have we sold anything to people who have had children? Well, of course, parents come here all the time. I know, and like our children have bought things here, and they have children, right? Yeah. So like, of course we've sold stuff to people who've had children.
I want to lean in really close to them and be like, listen here. We are looking for people who have been looking different, who have plans to have children.
Does it look like
Have-
parrot?
Yes, who do not look like parents.
Oh, you don't have to be so rude.
I do not mean
People
to
who
be
don't look
rude.
like parents are parent. We don't look like parents. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we should look like parents. Maybe it's because we're of how old we are. I know. That's so rude of them. Right? Young people these days. No respect.
I do not mean to be disrespectful. I apologize. We are trying to look for certain people because we are looking for advice for children.
These people, these kids are so rude. I know, right? We're just trying to sell things, have a good time. I know they're like those people yesterday who were just trying to get. They almost stole one. I know, right? Good thing the Warren was here, or else that would have gone terribly. Yeah, and like they didn't even have kids. Like there wasn't a kid with them. They even said like they hate kids. I don't know why we want one of the dolls. Right? It was so strange. Yeah, right.
It's
Totally
weird.
reminds me of these kids right here. Right? I mean, look at them. Their clothes look like they haven't been washed recently. Well, their clothes look like they've been washed, but they don't look like they've been washed. Like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, totally.
Hold up. Okay, we're gonna rewind a bit. What'd you say about that person who said that they might hate kids and like that whole spiel?
They're
Who
now
was
totally
that?
off on their own conversation.
Hey, hello, I'm
What?
here.
Excuse me, we're having a private conversation here.
Okay, let's have a public private conversation, please. I need some information. You mentioned, sorry, I was eavesdropping because you guys are having your private conversation, but we're making it public here. So, you mentioned someone who came to the booth yesterday who didn't have kids with them, but said that they hated kids, but you still sold to them. Who were those people?
They wanted to know who those rude people were. Oh, well, at least they apologized for eavesdropping. I know, right? At least some people still have manners, right? It's nice, especially. And look how tall they are. Yeah, tall is better. Yeah, right. You just feel safe, and like even though like they're way above you, they provide really nice shade. The sun gets in our eyes way too much. I know. Yeah.
So who are they?
Huh? Oh, they were some people from the Fanged Mercenaries, I guess.
Oh, do you know what they were gonna look for next for those kids?
No, well, they went, where did they go? don't know.
You don't know which way they went?
I think they went. They had some. I think they went to get some clothes. I guess I don't know. Maybe they're making clothes for the doll, but the doll already had clothes.
Okay. Alrighty.
Cool.
Cool. I want to thank you for your time and for this information. We hope that you sell all your dolls because they're very cute.
Sorry, what?
They're very cute.
Oh,
Good doll.
Oh, thank you. We make them ourselves. Me and my sister. Other woman fully asleep has passed out at this point.
That's amazing. We're gonna go, but thank you for your time, and I might come back to get a doll, maybe sometime, maybe.
What? She's the ears. I don't.
We
Thank
will.
you. Thank you. We're gonna go. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, sure. Have fun.
Oh my god. Okay. So
Ah,
I feel like I'm worried about now drawing attention. That was a bit low. I feel like in like a criminal market, like asking a lot of questions is probably not good.
I
so
mean,
we should leave.
Yeah, I think we should leave.
How about we go to the zoo that they were mentioning?
Yes, I agree because it sounds like they got dolls, they got clothes at the zoo, right?
Yeah.
Wait, we have no idea where the zoo is, right?
no.
Wait, okay. Those maps y'all were looking at, like, did anything look like it might have been like any cages, animals?
Avani, it has been a while since you've been here, but you do in fact remember that there is a zoo. It's on sort of the other side of the lower ring, so you'd have to like travel all the way around.
Great. How long is that gonna take?
About half a day.
Do they have a
Oh,
train
no.
car still?
Yeah, it's relatively new, so yeah, they have like a sort of a train system. One of those that weird trolley thing that they have. Yeah, the transport.
That would be faster, so it wouldn't take half a day. Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah, it would be faster. It would only take like an hour or two.
Okay,
That
then
would
let's take the train.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I have to pay for this?
Yeah, how much? I guess do we know how much it is or do we have to go to find out?
No, it's a public service. It is fully free. However, it is brand new. So not like in the series where it's those carts you ride in and such. You're literally standing on like a slab of earth that has like a barrier that comes up to your knees, and somebody in the front is just sort of earth bending you around.
That looks so cool. I want to get on it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We can do.
All right, so you get on. The track is also kind of new, and it hasn't been fully like figured out. So that every once in a while, there's some weird like drawing stops or like chances to where people are like about to fall out, because they're still trying to perfect the system. But you do eventually get to the area where the zoo is in the lower ring. There are two different zoos. There's a middle ring zoo, and then there's the lower ring zoo. The lower ring zoo it's got like 5 pits where you could see up to 5 different species of animal, but there are only 2 species that you can see moving around.
Okay.
It's like it's called a rabaroo and a you see rabaroos, and you can see I'm trying to think of all the varieties of bear that they mentioned. Porcupine bear. We'll go with that one.
Porcupine bear. Do they look sad or are they like okay, chilling?
They are the most depressed animals you have ever seen.
Oh,
The lower ring. Nothing is nice here.
I was hoping maybe they liked it.
Yeah, Zula.
You can see like a rat skunk has snuck its way in and is like super enjoying the weird trash environment that's going on.
Okay.
And
So
you
now
said
what? We're here.
That rat skunk is also then very quickly eaten by one of the porcupine bears.
oh,
The circle of life.
no.
I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here at all.
Let's find what we're looking for.
Yeah. Are there any like buildings within the zoo?
There's like a place to find like pamphlets of information on the animals that are supposed to be around, and then there's like maybe a spot for to get like concessions, food of some sort. It's not a very big zoo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do we think like maybe check out the food? Or should we get information?
Information.
Okay.
You walk over to the information building where the pamphlets are. It's very much a there's no attendant. It's a grab one and do what you want, and a lot of people have taken that for very liberally, and they got almost like there's like one pamphlet left, as the rest have been like been used for either like target practice or like someone's taken it home for like a science project or a school project, or like you can see a bunch of them have been just kind of wadded up and thrown.
We don't have any like I'm fire, air, and then earth. I don't know. We can make it better. Can't like give them water.
Yeah, you don't have the waterbender with you. That's a problem.
Yeah. Just blow some cold air on them. AC.
AC.
I don't know. How big is that porcupine bear? Is it big? That's
It's
sad.
not as big as Sweetie, but Sweetie's also gotten much bigger from just being lazy and eating all day and not like going out for walks. So the porcupine bear is maybe half the size of Sweetie.
Okay. That's still. How big is the pen compared to Sweetie? Or compared
to the porcupine bear? It's like if you had a hamster in one of those cages that can fit a wheel, the food bowl, and then like a little jungle gym thing.
Oh,
That's pretty much size comparison. If you were to like scale it, that would be how big it is.
damn. Is the jungle gym at least cool?
No, that was just for reference as to the
No.
size of the hamster cage.
It's just in a pen.
It's just in a pen. There's nothing there. Maybe like a bowl of food, but like other than that, and the food's like rotten.
Could we?
Oh.
Is there?
I was going to ask if there is any way that we can look into those other cages where the animals were supposed to be to see anything.
Oh, that's a good idea though. What if one of it is not like actually animals?
Roll with creativity.
I got a 7.
7. Looking around at the other places where there aren't animals, those pens, you can clearly see that in a few of them there are the bones of animals, but there's one that very much looks like it's it stands out a little bit because the others have sort of created cobwebs, dust, and all that from not being used. But this one, for whatever reason, doesn't have any cobwebs on it. It looks like it's been used recently, but there's like moved earth around. And it looks like it's like something that has at least used it recently.
Mhm.
Is there like a plaque or something over there that can tell us what's living there?
Uh the the information pamphlet states that in that pen it should have been a it's supposed to hold cat gators.
Regardless, it's a little scary to go in there because both it has a catfish, which is a terrifying fish, and
Yeah.
an alligator, which is a terrifying animal to begin with. But I have a feeling we should.
Yeah.
What are we wanting to do?
To check it out.
I mean, what are we looking for?
See if that's their hideout.
In this cave? Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know, it's an idea. It's
Is
an idea.
Okay, is there people around? Is there anyone around?
There's like one teenage person who works the concessions that's on the sort of the other side of the zoo from you, who is just sort of like, I don't want to be here. No one ever comes here. What is the point of me working here?
I'm going to the concessions.
Okay, you walk over to the concessions area. Yeah. How can I help you?
What you selling here?
We got some corn and some earth grits.
Nice.
Oh,
Do you
never mind. We don't have any of the earth grits. You see like some bugs walking with like in a line like ants, each with like a little grit in their hand walking away.
Oh, well, do you normally just work the concession stand?
It's the only job around, yeah.
Do people ever come around here?
No, no one ever comes around here.
Has anyone come here recently? Like, has anyone been here or around this area recently that you've never seen before or may have seen all the time?
No, I mean, the people who come around here have always been around here.
Like, what kind of people live here? Like, what's the atmosphere like?
Look, I just work here. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you like, is this a steady job for you? Like, do you make enough money?
Yeah, I mean, I get paid pretty well.
Good, good. Do you have health insurance?
I mean, I don't know what that is.
Well, maybe you should figure that out. Get some good together and like know your rights. Um, but so nothing suspicious or anything happening around here.
No, no, there's nothing suspicious going on.
Do you know who runs the zoo?
Uh, yeah, sure. The city does.
The city. Okay. Does anyone
Yeah.
come by and like help them at all ever?
Help the city? No. Why would the
Not
city need help?
I mean, help the zoo. Like, who comes and takes care of the zoo?
Oh no, the zoo's fine. I mean, the city takes care of it.
Okay, the city takes care of it. When you say that, like, who do you mean?
I think they said their name was Li Feng. I don't know. I just get the money.
Like, who brings the money? Is it them or is it someone else?
Just money that shows up. It's here
Okay.
when I come in the morning, and yeah.
Do you know if this person, this leaf person is around here anywhere?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen any, but you can clearly see that someone like is well, Karma, as you're talking to them, Aya and Avani, who are you with Karma?
I mean, yeah, I assume that Aya is.
Um. Uh, can I go with them but still look back? But
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
as you're with them and you're just sort of looking around, listening to Karma chat, you're just sort of looking around to see different things. You're also looking around. You can clearly see two people walk towards that cat gator exhibit and disappear. Yeah, no, nobody ever comes here. Like,
Okay, thanks. I just want to like grab Karma's arm and like.
I heard everywhere, but bye.
You should think about getting help out of it.
You leave him as he tries to figure out what the heck insurance means.
That person was sad. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
A mood though.
He fits the vibe.
Yeah, this place is sad. So, but Karma, we saw like two suspicious people going in there, like into that cat gator.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay, fine. Okay, let's go check that out.
Yeah. How high is that wall, Josh? Like, how do we get up?
For the pen, oh no, it's like a down pit, so you just have to like walk down it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it just, can we just enter it? Is there anyone like guarding, or is there like a
You walk into the pit and you can see where there are footprints, and then you can see where the footprints stop, which is like right in front of the cages, or like right in front of the bars where like the caged animals would be. But you don't necessarily see a way in or out or anything like that.
Hmm.
look for one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll with creativity.
Creativity.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
8,
Yeah.
I got a 9.
9.
I also got a 9.
Okay. So you all look around for a bit. Jointly together, you all eventually arrive on the conclusion that there is sort of like a trapdoor bar, trapdoor sort of thing with the bars. With Avani's earthbending skills, you're able to detect sort of like one of those pressure plates. That when Karma or Aya or Avani step on it, the bars sort of slide down.
Could we place something on top of it in order for it to stay down while we try to enter?
Sure, yeah. I assume because the only one who has something substantial in terms of bending is Avani, you pull up a boulder that's roughly human weight to put on the pressure plate area.
Yes.
All right.
So then we enter.
All right.
Wait. Is there a way for Avani to get rid of the boulder after we enter it, so no one knows?
Yeah, it's still Earth, so she can just kind of push it back away.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you enter in. Avani pushes the boulder away. the bars go back up, and before you is a very dark sort of cave.
Hey, Aya, can you summon some of that? Wait, hold on. I know you're firebender at this point, right?
Yes, everybody knows.
Yeah, I has explained it at some point.
Yeah.
Cool, great.
It's in a
awesome.
past session. I don't remember when.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I just want to like make a little flame in the palm of my hand.
All right, you make a little flame. Looking around with the flame, you can see that there is a like staircase entrance that goes farther underneath. And you can also see what looks like a drawing of a man with like fangs.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's a lead thing.
Yeah. They're
Some
very
Some criminals aren't smart.
We see.
Are we in like a tunnel or something?
You're currently in a cave, but that passageway is sort of like a staircased tunnel
Is it go up or down?
going down.
Can we go down?
Yeah. So you head down the cave, or head down the stairs. As you walk along, it's eventually forks off into 3 different directions, one going left, right, and center.
Well, gang, looks like we got split.
Okay, but like, is it still dark?
True.
Is
One
there
of
something that
one of the paths seems to be illuminating itself. The other 2 paths are dark.
Okay.
Great.
So we need to figure out how to light this third path and then split it up.
Anyone have like a stick I can catch on fire?
I was gonna say, can I?
Do we
Is
have
there
it?
any way that I can earthbend something that could like hold?
Oh, could you earthbend like a rod and then we can rip up like fabric and like light that on fire?
Dash?
Yeah, you can. Which fabric would you like to use to light on fire? You have your old clothes. You have the new fancy fabric that you bought.
I can just take
If
my
you're
like
cursed.
and turn them into capris.
Oh, you're okay.
I was gonna rip off my clothes too. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you create this makeshift torch.
Yeah. I'll just catch it on fire. Just flicking my finger at it.
I want to go down the path that's lit itself.
Okay, so Karma's gonna go down that path.
Okay. I'll go down one of the dark ones.
And then Vani takes the other dark. Okay, so what's gonna end up is Karma ends up going left. Avani and Aya go center and right. Down the path that's lit up itself. It's lit up by these gemstones, which is really cool. And you sort of make your way down until you get to a giant sort of cavern that has looks like there's like a secret city there. Gemstones are everywhere. You can see people moving about. You can't really hear anything, but you can hear sort of the echo of voices. Aya, your tunnel down center, you hit a dead end with no sort of way forward, so you have to turn back. And Avani, your tunnel leads to a bunches and bunches of like bats, giant spiders. There's a badger mole or 2.
of course. As one should. Great.
I love that for you.
Can I just slowly back out of there?
Yeah. You and your makeshift torch back out of there. You reconvene around the same time. Aya has gone out of her dead end tunnel, and Karma hasn't exited the tunnel yet. So
We're going to the lit path.
Ooh,
Josh, at this point, can I try to like take one of the gems out of the wall?
yeah, it.
I also had that. I wanted to take a gem.
You sort of have to break it to where the main portion's still in the wall, but like you got whatever was outside of the wall.
Hang on until it breaks.
Yep.
Couldn't I just like earth send it out, baby?
You could
I
have. Yeah.
That I just drowned.
All right. So you walk down the path. You meet up with Karma, who's sort of standing there on this sort of little plateau area that's sort of above this weird city with gemstones everywhere illuminating everything. There's like a little river.
Sweet. Can you said there's like just I hear voices of people kind of.
Yeah, you can see there are bunches of people walking around. There's at least 50, 60 people down here. And you can see yeah, pretty clearly you can see Hana's down here, and so is Li Fang, and it seems to be that those two are arguing about something or other.
And
But-
if they took like, sorry, go ahead.
But you can't like hear what they're saying. You can just sort of see like their body movements as they're like talking, as they're like together, facing each other.
Any
And-
children? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Those just any like short people like that look like children around?
You can't see any you can't see the two kids, but you do see at least like 4 people posted up in a very particular area around one of those weird ruin houses
And
who
if
aren't moving while
we-
everyone else is sort of walking around talking and so on.
And you're sure, like it's for sure that if we're walking around, they wouldn't recognize us. Meaning like Karma and I.
If you just walk around, no. If you stop long enough for either Li Fang or Hana to see you, then yeah, you're gonna get recognized, as those two are the smarter of the Fanged Mercenaries.
So is there a way we can go investigate that little area without being detected?
Yeah.
Not currently. Roll for creativity.
You want both of us to do it or just one?
Anyone who wants to try and sneak around.
Okay.
I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you two. Is Zaya also gonna try and sneak around?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
1 10.
Okay, yeah. So you can get down. You can keep to like the outsides to where like you aren't intersecting with most people. You're keeping sort of like to the shadowy, more shadowy areas. But yeah, you can sort of like walk the perimeter of the place without being noticed by Hana or Li Fang.
Cool. Is there anyone else around those 4 people? Like, are they being guarded or is there like, just people around?
There is every once in a while someone will walk in either carrying a bowl and then walk out without a bowl, or like walk in with nothing and walk out with a bowl.
If we were to pretend to walk in as if we were bringing something in or not bringing something in but taking something out, would that
Noticing closely, it's the same 2 people each time.
okay.
Okay.
You said they're in like a rundown building or
Yeah, there's like a house made of like stone, like sort of like ruins that these 4 people are guarding. Like they're just posted outside of.
Okay. Is there a window?
Yeah, I mean it's like one of those just holes in the thing, like square holes where a window would be. Yeah, there are a few of them.
Is the window visible to like where people are mainly walking around?
There's a few windows on the side. There's some in the front, but yeah, if you could probably, if you wanted to, Karma, you could use your airbending to get up, to get at least a very quick cursory glance inside. At maybe a moment where nobody's paying attention, but if you're up there too long or looking into the window too long, then someone's gonna notice.
Okay. Can I try something like that? Is there a place I can hide quickly if I like do that, peek in real quick, and then like land somewhere?
So roll to rely on your skills and train with focus, and then I and Avani roll with creativity.
Okay. 9.
Okay, 9.
Listen, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got 9.
Okay, Karma.
I got a 7.
7. I and Avani are able to keep watch just enough to make sure that they can give you the signal of when to go and when to get out of view. You're able to get up to the window just long enough to get enough of a glance to see 3 people inside of this building, 2 who are like tied up to chairs, and then that's as much as you can tell.
Where do I end up in relative?
Sort of like behind the building, but like there's no entrances or windows in the back of it.
Okay. So I'm not gonna be seen, or I'm hidden enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I see where Ivani and I are?
Yeah, they're still on the side of the building, sort of deal.
Okay.
Towards the side of the building.
What are the odds somebody's in the building? Like, could we like airbend a message, like write something on a little piece of paper?
Well,
Shoot it.
Karma for sure saw 3 people.
No, but do we know that? Does Aya and
That's well, if you're gonna have Karma message, then Karma would be able to inform you about the 3. So yeah.
What about that third person? I'm assuming the 2 people are the children.
Right.
What about that third person?
Yeah. So what do we do?
Wait, tied, or 2 of them were tied, or something. All tied, whatever. But did I see one if like could I tell if they were the children or not?
Not with the 7. You were able to get enough to know that 2 out of the 3 are tied up.
2 out of the 3 are tied.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm going to say, just due to the high, actually, everyone roll with passion.
Okay.
I'm very bad.
6.
No. I just rolled 2 that one.
Oh, fun. 2. So a 2, a 6. What'd you get? Yeah, what's Karma got?
I also rolled 2 1s.
Oh no, also a 2. Oh, at this point, your anxiety is so high, being inside of this enemy camp. You all dash out of there with what information you have. You sneak out because you start to realize that like there are a few people who are like, what are they doing over there? And so you all just sort of dash out the way you came and head back to the house for the day.
Okay.
Okay.
And
we learned a lot today.
yeah, you did learn a lot, and that is
true.
going to be where we will be stopping. So thanks for joining us for this session of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes. Thanks again to my friends Megan, Kiera, and Morgan. Oz, hopefully we'll be back next time, and hopefully we'll have all 4 of you so that we can have a full plan now that you know where the kids are being held. who has them, what the situation really is, and all that. So thanks for watching us. Oz isn't here to say. Okay, Morgan, go ahead.
Wait. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. And watch the previous episodes on YouTube. Down below. Down below.
You're cutting out.
Whether or not, we should take a shower before our next event.
Comment down below if we should what?
Take a shower before our next adventure.
Characters should take a okay. Yeah, you heard her as much as you could anyway. Comment, like, subscribe, and then comment down below if our character should take a shower before the next adventure, or at least bathe. So thanks for joining us. Bye.
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 But if you missed the last session, you can go back to session 9. But for session 10, if you need a really quick update, last time our heroes were able to track down the Fanged Mercenary leaders, Hana and oh shoot, I forgot his name. Oh no, I'm the one who's not ready this time. Hold on.
Also, Kier, are you talking? Because I
Yeah, we
can't
can
hear it
hear you.
all.
Oh no.
Oh, technical difficulties. Very much like 5 sort of pit areas for animals, but only 2 animals can be seen.
Where do we think the Fang Mercenaries would be? Probably the lower one, right? If it's like more out of the way of like the majority of people, or is the lower?
No. I mean, you went to the lower ring one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So there's like, what are they called? The those giant I'm gonna call them the giant catfish alligators.
Catfish alligators?
You know, from the swamps.
Make up one.
No, it's catfish alligators from the swamps. You know, from the Swamp Benders episode, the alligators, the gators that they're with that have like the whiskers and such. Yeah,
Do we have a name for them? Oh,
they're called catfish alligators.
why? That's dumb.
It's
Make
lit.
up a new-
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I can double check.
Fine. Catfish alligators.
It's
You
called a
say
cat gator, actually. Sorry, my bad. It's called a cat gator.
Much better. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah. So.
Josh, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Morgan sneezed.
I'm so happy you put us in a depressing place, Josh.
Yeah, sorry. it's the lower ring. The zoo is not going to be great.
No.
It was a very depressing zoo in the Tales of Ba Sing Se episode too.